Hi and welcome to another unscripted video from Swanley Computers designed solely for our customers. We get quite a few customers popping in as having trouble downloading a printer driver. The most common problem is they don't know where the download has gone, and this can occur with a printer driver or a remote control program or whatever it is you're downloading from the internet. So we thought we'd just run through quickly the basics of how to do it if you're, for example, an Epson printer. So we're going to open Google in this case, and we're going to go to www.epson.co.uk. We're going to the Epson website. We're pretty confident this is Epson. When we look down, we can see all their printers. And we're looking across the top for support. Again, it'll be very much the same with HP or Canon. The support is there. The page is filled up with a few bits and pieces, so we need to scroll down. Search by product name, so let's assume you've got a 2850 printer. Here's a list of ET printers. The top one happens to be a 2850, that's what we're looking for. And if you get the option for a full product setup, then you should accept that. Other ones will just have drivers, in which case just accept that. Different manufacturers do different things. But I'm going to click on Epson product setup. There's a bit of text there that technically you should read, but basically you can click on download, and this is where it goes wrong. Most customers haven't noticed that in the top right hand corner there's one download in progress. There's a little round box, the blue download button on it, with a line underneath that tells us that a download is in fact taking place. So what happens is they tend to look round here, and they look down the bottom, and they might have a quick look up over here and over there. They can't see anything, so what they do is they click download again. So what you do is go to the top right hand corner. This is the same for the majority of browsers, and it's now telling you that there's one download in progress. I did in fact download it 15 minutes ago in case I had a slow connection. So I can click on the icon for the printer. Epson web installer is getting ready to set up, so I can click on yes. And again, they think nothing's happening. If you look down here, there's a little icon and you can see a green line running along it, which tells you something's happening and it's downloading. And it usually comes up on the screen, but if it doesn't, you can just click on the icon. And all you do is basically say yes and agree to pretty much everything that comes along. Slightly different, as I say, for HP and Canon, but the process is very much the same. I haven't got an Epson connected at the moment, but we can assume that we've done all the setting up and I've finished filling up the inks, and then I can click on next. It'll download the required software and it will get ready to set up, and typically it'll ask you whether it's a printer that's connected via USB, otherwise known as by a wire, or is it connected wirelessly. You simply make the choice on that screen and then follow the on-screen prompts, and it really is as simple as that. The important thing is not to plug it in until the software tells you to do so. So it's okay having it on, but if you're using a USB cable, you don't plug the USB cable in just yet. You wait until the software asks you to do it. Now it's going to be installing all this software. I just told you it's checking the system environment. Do you want to connect via a wireless network? And the one below this is talking about USB. I can't actually go any further because I've got a Canon connected today, but I think that gives you an idea of exactly how you do it. So I'm going to cancel out of this. I'm just going to quickly go to Opera. I've already got Epson set up here. It's the same sort of process. You go to support, you come down, type in the printer that you're looking for, select it. The page is pretty much the same. Epson product setup, download, and again on this one it tells you where it's going to download it to. It's going to go straight into downloads, so you can save it. Also the top right hand corner, you've got a little downloads button there, very much the same as Google. If you click on, it shows you that the download is actually taking place. We can do the same with Firefox. So if we go to support, we can click on the printer that we want. 2850 once again. product setup, download. Here there was a little line that flashed up there. Fortunately with Firefox it usually comes up and says I've downloaded it, but again there's the little icon in the top right hand corner, down arrow with an upside down bracket, which shows you all the downloads that you've had. We can do the same with Microsoft Edge. Click on support, ET2850. It's the same process again, but there's several browsers out there, so we might just as well whip through them all for you. Product setup, download. Edge rather helpfully shows you where the download is coming in from, so it's over there on the right hand side. And Brave, which is the browser I use to stop an awful lot of pop-ups and adverts coming on, which was the subject of a previous video, is pretty much the same as the others. So it's a 2850. Click on it, product setup, download. And this one also pops up rather usefully and shows you the downloads. Here's the previous downloads of the same thing. So I can click on save. Note again, it looks very much like Google, top right hand corner. It tells you there's a download in progress. Now, something that you might need to know is once you've closed your browsers, I'm going to exit, although it's still downloading because I've already done it previously. So I'm going to close those browsers, and you might think, where on earth have I put my downloads? You can't find it if you're going to come back to it later. So again, just go to File Manager, go to Downloads, and you'll see the downloads there. It's called Epson 645572EU. That's the first download. That was the second download. That was the third download. That was the original download, as I've downloaded them all at different times. And you can run it from here. So that's where they are. And this is the same for any software that you want to run. So if you're downloading some software and you can't find it, look in the top right hand corner for a down arrow that may well have a circle on it, something like that, and double click it and you can run it. But also remember to look on the toolbar down here for some extra icons that may well be flashing at you. We're going to do another one for remote control because a lot of customers have trouble with that. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. You can send an email to youtube@swanleycomputers.com if you'd like us to cover a completely unscripted and off-the-cuff video for you. Hope you've enjoyed it. See you again soon. Thanks. Bye.